I'm coming. Your neck is wrapped in that noose, I'm tugging. I want everything because I had nothing. My nigga told me stop living on assumptions. None of these niggas ain't giving us nothing. We gotta go get our own piece of something. This shit my fucking throat, no discussion. I gotta keep hustling through, I'm running. To the top, my nigga move, I'm coming. Your neck is wrapped in that noose, I'm tugging. I want everything because I had nothing.
Welcome to the first episode of the lineup. You know, in today's team we got Khomolemo.
Yeah, that's me, Khomolemo.
We got Mbilo.
What's up?
We got Akira, we got John, we got Iviwe. Alright, and I'm, your boy Lazy. We're here with the first ever lineup of White Zones, William Gates. Today's addition to the team we have
Special guest.
Special guest
today.
Can you announce yourself actually?
You got you.
What's your name?
Warriors, I'm Joda.
Yes, sir.
Google me.
No
No fight.
Alright. My biggest question is that on the 2nd of July you're dropping
Yeah.
EP. Why Sour Milk as the...
Why is it called Sour Milk?
That's such a weird ass name.
It's because I got a song called Sour Milk on the project, and it's like me comparing love to milk. Like the hook says, fresh milk, smooth as silk, turn to sour milk because of you.
Okay.
That's why it's called Sour Milk.
Okay, so music, is an art,
Yeah, for sure.
and for anything to be an art, you need to draw from something. Where did your style and you as an artist come from? Where did you draw your inspiration?
Yeah, like what
from?
inspired you to start?
Yeah, I don't even want to say what inspired you, but what it could have been affected you. What happened for you to be the type of artist you are now?
I really don't know. Like also, R&B wasn't something I listened to a lot. Cause my dad raised me on like Kanye West and Rick Ross. So it's like that's what I heard all the time.
Oh, he doesn't know G.
But it's the musicality. Like I just think like they're actual musicians. Like Kanye West production and stuff. For me, that's one thing that made me love music more. I guess like my mom played me gospel here and there, and my brother YMCMB and stuff.
Yo,
I think
That's what I'm saying. It's OG.
yeah, but I don't know what makes me sing R&B. If I could rap, I'd rap for sure. I wish I could rap because that's the music I like.
Have you ever tried?
Yeah.
Add that to the
Mhm.
bag.
I suck.
Add that to the bag.
Oh my!
that's
I
so
suck.
give us like a bar right now, just a quick bar.
I can't rap.
No,
I'm
no.
telling. Believe me, I don't know how.
So you grew up in a home that was just music playing all the
Yeah,
time.
all the time. Always music.
Sunday gospel, everything.
Yeah. My parents like music. My dad can actually kind of sing. But I always used to sing. Like, when I was in nursery school, my parents knew all the
Did
nursery
you
rhymes.
sing at like school or choir or anything, or did you just like?
How do you start
shout?
singing?
How did you
How do you start
singing?
singing?
Well, my mom was like very supportive of me. And like, she used to let me do anything. So, I first started with modern dance. I did ballet. I did speech and drama. I did karate. I did cricket. I did ballet. Like, I did cricket. Yeah. Then I started doing choir. Then I was like, I actually quite enjoy singing. So singing was like the last stop. Like I think I was like 13 when I was like, oh, actually I can kind of sing.
That's pretty young though.
Which you raised a valid point. You said that your parents, were supportive, or your mom was supportive. Now I want to ask everyone here does an art in their own form, right? I want to start with Don. Like, what significance or insignificance did your parents play in the decision for you becoming like an entrepreneur and someone who's starting your own shit, like you're on your own way?
Yeah.
How is that relationship? Does it filter into what you do?
Yeah.
Or like, how did that happen? How did that come about?
Yeah, and I think with me, from a young age, obviously I was in boarding school since I was 6 years old. So independence is something that I know. It's been something that's kind of been present throughout my whole life. So I've been doing my own things, from a very young age. Also this kind of company, yes, I've had a bit of guidance and help from them, but largely me. Independence, I've had to find my own way, had to learn and make mistakes by myself.
So for you, it was more the lack of them being.
Yeah, you know.
And you were like
obviously-
okay with it, like was it not something like that?
Well,
affected you?
it's what I know.
I hear
With
you.
I feel that though. I feel
Yeah.
that great.
You said grade 6?
No,
6
years
years
old.
old.
Six.
Yeah.
Six. Oh,
Yeah.
I feel that.
I went to
I
school
wasn't
for
that
1
young.
year.
that's like, bro, that's grade 1. You've been alone for a minute.
I had it bad. I put it in grade 4. Like that's 9 years old. Like that's.
You know, it's actually funny. Like, I was putting in grade 8 to 9. I said, nah, I'm out.
Me too.
Yeah.
I went 1 year. I was like,
My
why?
chances that like for me, why I am the way I am is because I didn't see it as me going to boarding school. I saw it as me being sent away to boarding school. A lot of me hooping now has literally being a hooper, especially in South Africa, you can right now you can say that no one helped you. Because like in America they'll say I've been hooping since I was 4, my dad hooped.
Oh yeah, there's none of that.
Yeah,
yourself on, right?
you did that shit yourself, bro. Like you.
No one's helping you with the ball this side.
So
I think it's just a thing here. You said,
like especially like here,
No,
'cause
I get
remember-
that 100% because it's like you're trying to prove something as well to your parents because they don't see
That's
the
my
same
child.
vision that
That's
they
my
see.
child.
So it makes you work
Yeah.
that much harder just to say, okay, I can make a rap of this hooping shit. Let me show you.
Wait, so my thing is also when it comes to hooping, it's not discouraged, but parents need tangible examples of people that have.
I was about to say, that's the thing, guys.
Yeah,
It's easy to say they don't see value or they don't see racks. But
Exactly.
they've never seen anyone monetize basketball. You know what I'm trying to say? In South Africa. The South African context.
And
So
for
it
me,
makes sense.
what broke my heart the most is that I'm the oldest boy, and I'm considered my father's kid, right? So all my little brothers hoop now. But when I was the only one hooping, and I wanted basketball kicks, I'd get the trashiest, no name, Nike. And then I'm 14, I'm starting hooping, like I'm hooping. And then, last year, my 7-year-old brother never played a game in his life, got like Kyrie 7s, Jordan 1s.
But that's
But that's my shit. Like I'm the one that I ain't mad at it though, because it's my brother. Like, but I have that thing of like, if I didn't get this bag, bro, like you would never recognize this.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you understand?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, bro. Like I understand. Like in terms of balls, we're isolated.
Facts.
We're isolated.
You're on yourself with that shit.
And the only in terms of basketball, the only need I have for parents is like them paying for agents, them paying for like
For tours.
you know. But outside of if I had a bag now, I promise I'd be one man in terms of ball.
It's even the same, like, especially since I've been like kind of, I'm a fashion guy, like I've been trying
sure.
on that, like, obviously not to say that it's like any worse for me, but I mean, even since like when I was at school, everyone, there was like, you had academics, you had the athletes, you had, let's say, since I think grade 5, grade 5 until grade 9, like, I never thought that, like, I was like, what am I going to excel in? Because there's people who are really smart, people who are really fit. But one thing I realized I always took pride about was the way, like, I dressed. You know what I mean?
What you do?
And the way I did. So, I came to, like, a realization that if I want to go full time or something, why don't I just make it about the clothes? And when I brought that to my parents, it was a difficult conversation. Because they tell me, like, I want to study fashion. First thing they said, okay, are you gonna make money from this thing? Like, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know is an example who's going to make it?
Another thing that's tricky is, bro. Like I know my dad's even brought it up. It's crazy for them to think that a designer, especially like as black parents, that a designer can be heterosexual. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, do you know what I'm saying? Like it's for them. I told my dad like, dad, like, homie is a designer. Is he gay?
Even at the party. It's homie gay.
I was like, no, but for them it's like, it doesn't click.
Why is he gay?
That's crazy. You have to break the boundaries with this, especially like where we are with the ball. You guys just bought doing all the music entrepreneur. Like, really, all have to break the stereotypes of becoming another unsuccessful artist in South Africa. if we really want to be where we are, we have no choice but to do this thing alone. You know what I mean? Obviously, we have people on our side, but at the very end of the day,
you're alone.
as I said,
You're doing it yourself.
we're alone. You know, it's on ourselves.
Yeah, well, but one thing like I'm dwelling on as well is that in terms of like fashion, that's an art in itself as well.
Yeah.
How do you become a good designer? Because there's some shit that someone else wore. I'm like, okay, what is this nigga wearing?
Yeah, just look at it funny.
You know, no, but maybe I don't understand the art behind it. But you look at the same outfit, you're like, that's so beautiful. I'm like, homie, what the fuck are you on, bro? Like, that's like trash bags and sneakers.
That's a good question, actually, and honestly, I don't really have like a perfect answer to that.
Yeah.
Because that's still something I'm trying to figure out. But I ask myself often, like, why do I have such an appreciation for just fabric, you know? But I realize it always comes down to, this is something we need. Fundamentally, you need clothes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need clothes, you know? But for me, it's always like, I took an extra glance, just the way it would sit on you know? And the process behind it, there's so many things that happen just for this one piece to sit on my back, you know? And for I've no idea where all this fabric came from, but I mean, it came from hand. This is, everyone, there was a, you know, like, I like to think of it as, I'm a vessel, you know? I'm a body,
Okay.
and I'm wearing someone's work, like, on me, so I have to appreciate that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, like, I don't have a perfect answer for that, but I've just always thought it's always an art form. It's always something you need to think about, and that's something for me.
But like, relating to your question, it's all about perspective. Like, we all see things differently. It's like, even with music, I can make a song. I know people that don't rate my music at all. They're just like, you're so whack. And there's people that are like, you're so amazing. So it's literally all about perspective. It's like, everybody's different, and we should just understand.
Yeah, but there is the issue of perspective, but I'm dwelling on there's mainstream songs that the generic, you know, population. And there's an art, like, music is like, if there's a trend, you can sort of hop on it, okay, this is what people are liking right now. Not that you don't hop on trends, obviously, but like, you can capitalize on that output, you know.
Like TikTok songs.
Yeah, but like, as a fashion designer, how do you know what's hot? Like, you know, how do you know, like, when you start putting your shit out, like, how do you know what most people are wearing? How do you know what most people like?
That's the thing about, like, art, bro. At the end of the day, it should be what you think about is art. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm in the sketch pad and I'm drawing about 5, if I can draw, say, 10, I'll say, like, 80% of people like this, but I don't. But there's this one concept that I have that most people are probably not gonna like, but it's about me, and I'm gonna put that out, because I connect with it more than what you guys probably would. So I think, in the day, it's all about what you think is hot, you know what I mean? What you think is beautiful. I'm sure the same thing with music. I'm sure you put out what you feel needs to be put out. Not what you maybe, you know, of course I'll put out what I think everyone's gonna like, but it always comes back to what you think is nice.
Okay, let me ask you something. Like, you're talking about like perspective and like how people see things, whatever. Like, how do you deal with like hate, like people who like always just try to bash shit stuff? But also me when I and I've been called IG hooper and shit.
Yo, I hate that term. I'll never forget.
They call this IG hooper.
Like, they said we only hoop out on Instagram.
Because a lot of the time we look at like hate. At the end of the day, as much as we like hate it, it affects us more than the love. Like 1,000 people can say,
oh,
it's
fire.
You see the comments that,
oh, you're so good, just fire, whatever.
We even get DM'd from random people.
People we don't even know.
Like,
yo, you good, whatever. And then the hate one.
The one hate, you're gonna take it to.
But remember, if someone hates you as a singer, they don't just hate like that game you played or as a hooper.
As a singer.
How people hate me, like as a person. Like, I could post like my opinion on Twitter. I remember I got dragged for saying, guys, why don't we just ask our parents for money? I got dragged for saying that sometimes you're not broke, you just didn't ask your parents for money. I got dragged, and I just feel like
that's valid though.
Can
you think about that
statement?
I said sometimes you're not broke. Sometimes you just need to ask your parents for money. Cause I've sat there and I'm like, flip, I'm so broke. And then I just ask my mom, hey mom, like I'm struggling right now. Can we please have cash? And she says, I'm like, you know what? I wasn't broke the whole time, you know. My mom was right there. I know not everybody has. Then they said to me, not everybody has parents. My thing is like, if a tweet doesn't, if a tweet doesn't relate to you, move on.
If it really doesn't.
If it doesn't relate, move on. Like I saw a tweet, someone was like, yeah, I lost 10 kilograms in 2 months. Yeah, I'd love that, but I just passed the tweet because I don't relate to it. I don't care.
Twitter.
Like, people,
Just move along. Like,
Let's delete Twitter all of us.
no, I need my Twitter. The thing is also, most of the people that hate me are on Twitter, but most of the people that love me are there too. So and also when I had my first hater, I was so excited. Like I was so happy. I was like, I made it. Like there's someone that hates me. I made it.
They're taking the time to hate on me.
I was like, I made it. This other guy used to like make a comment every day, something bad. And I was like, you know what? I even made one of his comments my hater. I was like, you love me. We'll see each other one day.
Sorry, question to you, man. So with that thing of being called IG Hooper, how do you plan on reacting to that?
No.
there's only one way.
There's only one time. When you play him, I'll beat him.
Simple.
No, but what I realized
Too much.
a lot of the time,
Yeah, don't talk to me.
I've never in my life had anyone that's good at basketball call me trash. Ever.
That's good at basketball.
It's all these niggas that can't play,
Always people that can't
that
sing.
want to be me, and at the end of the day, I'd also hate me.
My nigga.
I also hate me if I'm putting in the work and I'm not as good as I would also hate me.
Good girls stay at home and keep their fingers on their phone. Cause they all friends with some bad girls and they never go to bed on their own. Cause it ain't no strings with that ass. Ain't no wedding ring for that ass. But if we talking tight clothes or white robe, I might put some wings on that ass. Shit, angel shit, I can't fast. Sacrifice our religion and praise that. Sacrifice our religion and praise that. Sacrifice our religion and praise that. You got a different ringtone for your mama, don't you? But you never answer when she calls. You just out there in the streets doing damage with your dogs. Pretty lady in the day, turn the savage in the dark. Sunglasses and some Advil. Fake jury, but the ass real. Bee stings from a bumblebee. Booty big enough to keep her company. Versus down and up the street, so yeah, Instagram booming. Twitter can't booming. Snapchat booming. Standing back muting. Capture that zooming. Ain't that shit insane? Every Uber she in is
When you're shooting, bro, and you're hot, you're not paying attention to that. It's only when you're missing.
That's true.
That's when you have to correct.
Okay, yeah. The thing is you making shots.
Yeah, you're making shots. You see what I'm saying? So it's muscle memory, bro. When you put up that shot, it's muscle memory. You know it's going in before it's in the hoop. You know what I'm trying to say? It's only when your form is off, that's when you're like, okay, sharp. I should just tweak it up a little bit. You know what I'm trying to say? Follow through,
100%.
whatever, you know, the feet placement, whatever the case may be. You see? So in terms of what he's saying, that there's guys who are trying to push and actually perfect it, whereas you at that stage where, as a bowler, you're gonna pull up to the 3-point line, boy. And they're trying to guard you.
know,
base.
and it's
space.
I don't
You know what
know.
I'm saying?
Basketball
That's
is
too
literally the perfect sport if you want to stand out.
Yeah.
Like, we all jump soccer, we all jump rugby.
You play everything.
I even played basketball once in my life.
It's easy. We finna have to.
A few minutes later.
But unfortunately, there is a little bit of like God-given talents.
No way.
With everyone. Like
I know cunts that go to vocal lesson every week that will never sing.
Did you take vocal lessons?
Yeah, I did. I did classical.
Can you teach someone how to sing? Is basically my question.
You can't. If
Yeah,
you
you-
can't
if
sing,
you can't sing, you can't sing.
You see, at voice, I went there to learn how to sing correctly. So she just said how to breathe when you're singing, or how to sing a long note, how to sing higher. Like that's just what you learn. But no one's teaching you how to sing. Your tone of your voice is like completely unique. If you suck, you suck. If you're good, you're good.
Did they tell you that? They said like you're wasting your time with that. I'm sorry.
No, they won't tell you that you're wasting your time because they want money. But
Oh yeah.
Oh.
they'll just teach you forever and you won't improve.
That's it.
I'm telling you, You go for voice exams, you'll get 50% until Kingdom comes.
No, me, I'm sorry, I'd say.
My chance that I've been wanting, like, if I could sing.
Nah,
No,
fucking
guys,
sing.
you guys say that all the. You know, everyone like every time I'm like to people, if I could dance, I'd dance everywhere, but I know I wouldn't.
No, but
I know how to sing, and I'm not singing every 2 seconds. Or
no, but it's not that you sing and you sing. It's the fact that you could fully sit down right now and just break out in the song. And it'll be okay. And it'll be okay. You know, but like, as a gent, they feel like my missing piece.
Oh wow.
You know,
too powerful. That's why I can't sing.
that's probably what. That's
No,
probably
God knew what he was doing.
Yo, you.
That's what I'm
knew
saying.
what he was doing. He knew
You
what
can't
he
be
was
good
doing.
at everything. Like,
Yeah, of course.
some
man.
man is looking at you like, I wish I could look like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
for
is
sure,
true.
for sure.
Yeah, that is-
I'm still dwelling on, you know, you compared love to sour milk. We all know it. Why?
Why?
Love is complicated, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me
Yeah.
twice. You're gonna tell me twice.
And sometimes something good turns sour. Yeah.
Do you have like a philosophy, like a concept with sour milk, or is it just like, is it like a theme you had in
Yeah.
mind when you were creating?
Yeah, definitely. It was just the theme of love going wrong. And throughout the whole project, I'm blaming the love going wrong.
Wait, okay, hold on. So
Other
wait,
guy.
so you're saying
But I was
this-
wrong sometimes,
Okay,
obviously.
give me some
We
sours.
all
Hold
do
on.
something wrong, but yeah.
So do you think that it turning sour is the end of the relationship? Can it not be a thing of it turns sour?
What can you do to Nkomasi? You can't make it fresh milk again.
Put sugar.
At the end of the day,
Sugar.
no, it's still sour.
Put
It's
sugar.
still, you know, actually, I don't know, but I just feel like sometimes you're wasting your time trying to revive something.
I know that hit you. I know that hit you.
You're reviving something that's dead. It's over. Sometimes you need to move on. You need to heal because you're wasting your time. You see now, you're going back to someone that you love, obviously, but things aren't good anymore. Now you're trying to make this thing go better. It's gonna end regardless. If you're not meant to be with someone, you won't be with
Can I
them.
ask a question quickly?
Homie's body deep it.
Your homie's body deep. You know, yeah.
Just like what I believe, I feel like a relationship only works as much as you want it to work.
Oh!
If both part, no, like for me,
Yeah, I
no
get
matter
that.
what the hell happened to you guys, man.
It can only
If both of you want this thing to work, do you believe it'll work?
Sometimes, definitely.
Do you think sometimes
if you just hurts, that's your problem.
Sometimes it
that's
will
why
work.
there's an hour, that's why there's a big on the way, my boy.
Sometimes it won't work. Sometimes it's things you can't control.
Okay.
Like, yeah, sometimes you both really want it to work and
And
you
you
both
just-
really love each other, but it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And that's when you need to like take some time away from that person and leave them
Ah,
and go heal by yourself.
It's either or, bro.
That's
no,
facts.
especially
That's
the-
facts.
But can I just ask a question? I always wonder, like,
Oh,
do you like say, okay, I'm gonna write a song now,
Yeah.
or does it just come to you with an idea that's just
My songwriting process is actually like so spontaneous. I write all the time. Like sometimes when I'm washing the dishes, like I listen to type beats, so if I can get like ideas or whatever. And something will come to me, I need to run upstairs and write it quickly. or I'm gonna forget.
Actually,
Like,
literally, I'm the
yeah.
same. Like,
I've never sat down and
Also,
wrote
you
something.
think,
Yeah, it just happens. Like
Literally just
when it
happens.
happens, it happens, and it's like beautiful.
yeah, I can remember.
Sometimes like I can hear something
Yeah.
or like hear a melody, like you're like,
And you
wow,
just-
this is so pretty.
You have to write.
Or see something like the sky. The sky really triggers me about it. It's so pretty.
This guy triggers someone I know as well.
That you
I
heard.
don't know, like,
Oh man, I hope she's okay, bro.
yes, sir.
I'm the OG. I'm the OG certified lover boy.
Oh wow.
Nah. Can we dwell on that?
Nah.
We don't have to say why, but we all know amongst this room that I'm the OG.
no, you're not.
That actually like it.
No,
I think
hold
this
on.
guy, like,
When it comes to broads that I want,
you won't stop.
you won't stop. Joda.
won't
No,
stop.
once like falls in love.
Oh.
Oh no. You see, me when I want a hun, I'm the type. I'm the type.
That sentence.
Me when I want you, I'm the type to drink that milk even if it's sour.
Hey, but woman. Yeah.
And then when you have diarrhea, what happens?
No, but
Think about that.
you don't think
No, it's a blessing and a
Think about it
curse. It's a
metaphorically.
blessing and a curse also.
But diarrhea.
you know, like for example, we talk about Amas right now.
Yeah, this is why I
So
was
the relationship, it's first milk, you know, then it goes to mass, you know. But remember that guys, mass you can have cream, you can add sugar. It doesn't have to just stay there.
Amas is nice, yo.
Exactly.
With beetroots.
Ah.
And curry.
No.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, it's fine. Judge me. Why?
No, curry.
Wait, but I got a question for all of us though.
Judge me.
What's a question for all of us? It's a funny question, but I have.
These are bangers.
It's actually.
No, I was thinking the same.
These are bangers.
So, what do you guys think? Like, we all have goals, you know. We all have things we want to do. Do you guys, honestly, like, Sheen, for you, is it more of a thing of, are you motivated to ball, or are you disciplined to ball?
That's a question.
And the thing is, how do you get into that position where the motivation is gone, but you have to ball, you have to wake up, you have to shoot the threes, how do you get to that point? That's for all of you. Like, how do you just get up and just start right? How do you get up and just start? Because I have that same. I have to answer that question myself too. Like,
That's a good question.
Can you start there?
Wait, can I
start?
Start.
That's good.
It'll go down.
Yeah,
Go
I mean,
down.
this is a thing that I speak about quite often. Like, in terms of any crafts, it's not based just on vision or on, on passion. It's discipline.
Yeah, 100%.
It's discipline, because discipline will kick in on those days you don't want to wake up, on those days you don't want to, let's say, step in the court, you know, you don't want to work, you know, you need to be disciplined to understand what you're working towards. But it's difficult, it's easy to say, stay discipline, you know, but when it's that day when you wake up and you're feeling like shit and you don't want to get out, you know what I'm trying to say, that's when it's just you by yourself. But you gotta just say, listen guys, you know, as an individual, you know, it's all, and same thing with ball, you know, and music as well. It's all small steps, you know. So you may not see the fruits of your labor right now, but you understand that every single small step that you're taking is contributing to that kind of large step you're going to take in the future. You know, so it's understanding that, and in those moments thinking of, okay, these are the days where it's bad, you know, I don't feel like doing this, I feel like giving up, but these are the days that are going to be important, because if I can overcome now, you know, then you know that on the good days you're there, you know, so it's more discipline, you know, it really is more
No,
discipline.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. For me, I sort of just look at it as 90% of the time is passion driven. I won't lie.
Same.
I'm not balling because I have to get better. I'm balling because I love that shit. You feel me?
Bang.
But the 10% when I don't want to wake up early, I don't want to put those hours. I just look at it like I'm already here. God blessed me with this gift. Not everyone can ball like this. So I might as well just put all I have, because hey, life is short, yes.
Seriously.
Okay,
Seriously.
For me, it's more motivation than discipline.
Same.
You know, because when you have, between the two, when you have a lot of one of them, the other one, it doesn't matter which one it is, you know. So for me, what my motivation is as a kid, you know, like there were days, I'm sure, when your parents were just down bad, you know, and like I remember wanting like to go places or wanting things, and the only reason I couldn't have it was we don't have money right now. Like I want you to, but I can't afford it, bro. You know, and it's so shit as a kid, like 7 years old, 8 years old. The only reason you can't have some things is because there's no money. You know, so I wanna. My thing is that, like, in terms of ball, if I don't do well, even though we're okay now, it's the thing of, if I don't do well, we don't eat. Like, respectfully, Oaks, like, I need to be like, no cap, no shit. It's the thing of, I genuinely need us to be okay, bro. Like, at the end of the day, like, and it's not even, I'm not even chasing money. I'm chasing that feeling that, okay, everything's okay now. Like, it's one thing for us to not be able to travel because of COVID, but it's another thing for us not being able to travel because there's no quad.
Now, I get you guys at a point. I feel like I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But even if there's like a lot of one, either motivation or passion, there needs to be a balance of both.
You need to, it can never be 100%
It can
in
never,
one,
yeah.
but you can balance, it can be 70-30, 50-50, 60-40.
And if that's how you are, if it's working for you, then it's
You know,
Because some days you're not going to see the direct translation in terms of the hours I'm putting into the food on exactly.
Oh yeah, okay, but another thing is that, you know, it comes also with being in love with getting to where you want.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
none of us right now, no one that's sitting here
No one's satisfied.
is where they want to be.
No one's satisfied.
Although otherwise you wouldn't be.
I think that's the only thing that drives me. It's like in your mind you visualize the finish line, where you want to be, and that's the only reason I'll go to studio for 12 hours in the day, and I'll stay there the whole day because I'm like, no, I need to have 5 Grammys. I don't give a like in 5 years. That is my vision board. Like that's where I see myself. So at the end of the day, you need to see, okay, where do I see myself? Me, it's mainly passion. And my motivation is where I see myself in future. And it's that thing of, okay, Joda, if you don't grind right now, you're not gonna get there. So you need to wake up. You need to grind. I've been in the studio from 6 in the morning sometimes, you know. It's not nice to wake up at 5:30, guys. I don't like it. But I'll wake up.
And it's winter.
But I'll wake up. At the end of the day, I'll wake up and I'll go to studio and I'll have creators block and I'll sit there and listen to beats until I come up with at least one thing. Because it's what you love. At the end of the day, that's what's driving me. It's the love and visualizing the finish line. Up there, most awarded female artist of our generation. You know what I'm saying?
The ghost status.
For me, personally, it's mainly because I'm motivated to play ball. For one reason, because most of my life I've been called the trust fund baby. My whole life. I've been called the trust fund baby, and I hate it. Like I hate being associated like I only have my money. Like that's it. Like I can't do anything for myself.
So they're saying it's impossible
for my parents.
It's impossible for you to get your own bag.
It's impossible for me to get my own bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why every day I play ball every day. I train every day. Not every day, like 5 times a week.
Yeah.
That's why. And that's the only reason I play. And then the only time like, even though like I'm down bad, I don't want to play whatever. I just think of damn, I need to do this. Like I don't have a choice. I need to do shit on my own. I need to get my own bag. I need to do shit for myself. And that's the reason I play ball and stuff.
Relatable.
Me and Bilu, like I feel like we've been in the same shoes, you know. I've been conscious from being like,
Sure, my whole life.
You don't even need to do anything, you'll be fine. And like, I took that to heart because my parents worked their lives off, their souls off to get to this position for me to hand off, you know, an inheritance to me. But with that being said, I have to carry it on. I won't feel nice to myself if I sit there at 28 and I haven't done anything. They put so much work just for me to not continue the work they put in.
Yeah.
So like I have no choice. This is my passion. I'm not gonna do something I don't enjoy. So this fashion thing is going into the grave, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I have to that's the big motive like the goal is, you know, I have to do this. It's for my parents. They worked hard for me. I'm gonna finish it off. And also to answer the initial question, it's a 50-50 thing with me between the motivation and discipline. Because I mean, I have a goal and I think about it, but I'm silent about it, you know. But it's just every day, sketch pad. Sure, I don't like it's fine. Sketch pad. Keep drawing. And eventually I'm gonna get to the point where I feel like I don't even need to argue with myself to just sit down and draw garments, you know. That's that's where the level I wanna get to. I'm sure you don't subconscious, just get up and go.
2 shots.
I wanna get to the point where I don't ever have to think about it.
Yeah.
Get to the machine, just get there.
Routine, bro.
It's all routine, and I need it like there's no choice for me not to get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
I get it that like with the thing of like also with our parents, because in the channels we go in a sense, we're starting from the bottom in terms of the industry.
Oh yeah, no, we start
regardless of the
regardless of the plans,
in the slums.
like my parents are not gonna pay for me to
Go to NBA.
get in it. D1 scholarship is for free. My parents don't have to pay shit, so that is
100%.
earned. You feel me? That is earned. No,
That's
my parents don't. I mean, they helped me, they supported me, but that's one man. You feel me? And I feel like people don't understand that. they think they have to work 5 times as harder, which is
I think
in a
that-
sense true.
I think what's important is what I believe is you don't have to be apologetic for where you come from, or your privilege. However, you need to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you're saying you're starting from the bottom, but now, look at where you are standing in society
Definitely.
right now in comparison to other people. So when you are in their shoes, you starting at the bottom, but they're starting down here. You see, so you already you have to acknowledge the privilege,
I
but it's
get what
not to
you're
say
saying.
That is very
you have to be
true, very
apologetic for it. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's like with music, everything is so expensive. And I just feel like if my mom couldn't afford, I wouldn't be where I am.
Exactly.
Because sometimes it's
I
like
get you.
10K for 5 songs, not mixed or mastered. I just went to studio and recorded 10K, but my mom can handle that.
All the time.
And there's like people who they end up signing deals that are terrible because there's no one that can afford it.
And also
or
because sometimes they
whatever.
have no option.
They've got no option.
to do it.
Yeah, here in South Africa, shame, they get exploited.
Yeah, my end goal is I won't lie. My end goal is to have enough money for my kids' great grandkids to jump.
Yeah, just generational
So,
wealth,
for
baby.
me, guys, I want my great grandkids and my grandchildren to come up to me and say, can I?
If you're still alive, my dog. That's
Can I
that's
draw?
one of the great
You know what I'm trying to say? Can I draw for a living?
Yeah.
Or can
And it
I
must be
be a
cash,
bar? Can
Show
I
me
be
as well as
what is
supporting
it,
the kids,
a
that's
barman, a bartender.
You
You know what I'm trying to say?
anything, bro.
It can be anything you want because you've built up enough. You're sitting on the generational wealth is there. So that they are in a position to choose whatever
That's a
they want to
privilege.
do.
That's a privilege.
That's a privilege.
That's
Right now, we can't
Financial
really go
freedom is
out
I mean, I want to be a
Very,
bartender now.
very
and say we want to be a bartender.
Yo, then look at
They
me
look
so
at you
snapped.
crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So
look at me so
My
snapped.
parents would even entertain that thing.
I feel like you're joking that Kishore's is a prank.
Entertain it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I was-
With your business, was it more the passion of running your own business, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
or was it specifically you knew I wanna go into the barber and cut hair, formulate a business around that? Was it
Yeah.
always around the cutting hair, or was it just
being
how-
an
just
entrepreneur.
Businessman.
entrepreneur in general?
I think I always have been business minded, but in terms of barber services, it's something that my partner and I have been discussing for the last 3 years. Because there's a lot of opportunity in that industry. So when COVID hit, he pulled up to my crib and I was with some gents under lockdown. He was cutting us, and I was like, bruh. Literally, it was actually last year June, literally 2 weeks from now, it's going to be the anniversary of the conversation. So he came to me, I was like, dude, we've been chatting about doing something.
That's
Let's
good.
let's do this, whereby we come to you directly, it's convenient, COVID, time-wise, all these things, all the benefits, so let's make it happen. So for me, and even the things that we're going to be launching in the future, it's all based on, I think of myself, what do I want that's going to make my life easier? You know what I'm trying to say? And then can that relate to a lot of my peers?
Yeah.
If it can, they start it. Let's not make excuses, they start it and make it happen. So that's kind of where it was, just opportunity and then kind of taking it.
And actually, because for me as well, I get ideas that I genuinely think are great ideas, but I just never sometimes I never follow through.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, see,
I don't
you think about it so tough.
Yeah.
I can
I don't follow through.
Even talent.
I think
Exactly,
that's,
bro.
yeah.
People don't even know things that I'm good at just because I don't do it.
Yeah, do it.
I play a saxophone.
You
Play
see,
saxophone.
On G.
I'm gonna leave.
That's the problem.
I still gotta see. That's the problem.
Okay, yeah, but
Secret talent, saxophone.
saxophone, boy.
Me, my secret talent is that I'm a high jumper. Imagine.
Secret talent. I'm local professional gamer.
No.
Oh no!
I remember I went to this nigga's house in grade 10. He's like, whoop my ass. I thought it was nice. He's like, whoop my ass.
This is a great thing. I was in this house 2 weeks ago. I'm playing Call of Duty.
Dog,
And my score was I killed in my head I'm killing people. My score was 19. I'm like, yeah, shout. Look at this game score. It's like 200 and something.
I don't play for gang,
But nah, for sure, James. I'm actually have fun today.
This podcast is fun.
I want to lie, I'm inspired by every single one of you because
Everyone
in
is.
SA especially, people don't hype each other and motivate each
Yeah.
other.
Yo, people bring each other down.
People
Yo.
think it's dick sucking, that's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your network is your network.
Let's
Network
go.
is your net.
I've already got 5 streams. Right?
Down we go.
5 streams.
Five streams, let's go.
Next time this happens, I want to say welcome to a black billionaire's life.
Yes.
Thank you.
Black owned, black run, black operated, black cameraman, black haircuts,
Black haircuts, black everything.
black lineup, black guests.
Black yes, black phone.
I'll see gents around.
Have your Carol dropping 16 June, please.
Thank you. Oh shit! Plus, when the EP drop.
2nd of July.
Talk to her nice.
Oh, please. I'm please.
Wait. Talk to us nice. Or don't talk to us.
Thanks. Danko means
Thank you. Oh, now.
Yeah, 1606 shit, make a wish. Yeah. Economically, I find it very promotional speaking on niggas. What's the point if you speaking on him and he ain't with us? Or never been, what do you benefit? In my opinion, that's gossip. You cannot be that emotional handling this business. We could be more specific and take these so-called rappers for instance, who find it fitting for a friendship when they need assistance.